What's up, world? This is your girl, Sexpert Tayomi here on Playboy Radio, powered by Dash. You are now listening to Talking Sex with Tayomi Morgan. And this show is really amazing and just important to me because I got my sis on. And we are definitely streaming live from YouTube right now. Our connection's a little spotty on YouTube, but you can still hear the audio here on Playboy Radio, powered by Dash. And so Tiffany Janay is here. And before we even go further in our conversation and what we're going to be talking about today, I want her to introduce herself and tell you all about who she is, what she does, why she's here, and why she's amazing.
No way. I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Go. You have to do that.
No.
That's hostess duties. Let's take a vote.
Okay, well, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to give my introduction, and then I'm going to allow her to talk about herself. Because, you got to understand why I have her here. So, I met Tiffany.
This is going to make me cry.
Okay, so I met Tiffany in 2015. And I wrote an article for ebony.com about nudist beaches. And I was living in San Diego at the time, and I went to a beach called Black's Beach with a friend of mine. His name is John. What up, Brazil? And so I went to this beach, and it was my first time being in the public, being nude. I am a nudist, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love my naked body. I love expressing it, and I love being in the public with it.
Give us an example right now.
Oh, you know what? If I could undress right now on YouTube, I totally would. But YouTube would definitely ban me because I got beautiful black breasts.
They be trying to hold us down.
But it's all right, though. We're here and we're live on Playboy Radio, powered by Dash, talking sex with Tayomi and Tiffany Janay. But let me get on with the story so you guys can know.
I don't think I know this story.
So I went to this beach and I wrote this amazing article about just going to nude beaches as a person of color. Like, you really don't see a lot of people of color on a nude beach or at a nudist resort. And then I don't know even how we got connected, but like, you saw that and you were like, oh, you went to Black's Beach? And this was on Facebook. Because you were like, you went to Black's Beach? Oh my God, like, I used to live in San Diego. And I'm like, oh yeah, I live here too. And so we kind of connected through like the nudist thing. And then we just stayed connected. And then another mutual friend brought us together in a collective. And we were like, oh, well, we already know each other through the, us connecting from living in San Diego.
Right.
But Tiffany became even like deeper for me as far as like having an impact on my life, because like she approached me, like I was going through a really rough time in my life. Like, I was going through transition. I ended up getting pregnant and really wasn't feeling it. And Tiffany really helped me through the situation. Like, I was at an impasse in my life where I felt like I had to make a vital decision about where my life was going to go. And by just consulting her, she just led me in a direction that I already knew I wanted to go, but she gave me so much support and love. And just like us being connected through like nudity and just like the natural way of living. I just feel like God brought her into my life. And she gave me, like, she owns a site, guys. It's called yonieggs.com. Like, if you don't know what a yoni egg is, you will know by the end of this conversation. But they are amazing tools to not only like strengthen the vagina, but like heal the entire being of the person that's using it. And I honestly feel like she has been very influential in my personal healing, and she is a sister to me. Like, just so much love. And her being here with me at this weekend, like, we're here together in Denver, Colorado at the Exotica Expo, and I brought her in to teach and to vend, and she's been so amazing. And we've been having conversations during like our sessions, just like getting it in. But she'll just say these things that I know just come natural to her, but they're touching my life in such a way where like she's inspiring me to be a more aware being, a being that's like living in like a righteous path. Like, you really make me feel like I need to be on my shit when it comes to living my life and truly living my life in the way that honors myself and God. So like, she is a sister to me, guys. Like, I absolutely love her. And so that's like my introduction for you. Like, she's literally because of the work I've done, just from the things that we conversed about, I've literally like lost weight. I've gotten my life in order. My cycles are regular, you know, and that feels amazing. Like, she is an agent of healing. So we're going to talk to her today. She's going to do a reading for me today. But I do want her to talk about herself, because she has a story that's amazing, and I want you guys to know all about it.
Thank you. That was so sweet. See? Imagine what this would have been without that.
Right?
But I know you because, so my work is, I was just on a path to discover about womanhood and for my own self. And I know business, and that's what I've always wanted to be, was an entrepreneur. And so, like, when I was in my mid-20s, I started studying about femininity. And my teacher, one of my teachers at the time, was like, you need to get a yoni egg. And so I went on a mission to find a yoni egg, and I couldn't find one. Like, there was no e-commerce store for yoni eggs. But your article popped up.
Which one? On
From
Black
Black
Doctor?
Doctors.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and so this is like, I didn't know you. Like, I had never heard of you or nothing back then. And there wasn't a lot of information out back then at that time on yoni eggs, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like, your article was the first thing that popped up. So I read it, and I was like, who is this girl? And then I went through, and I, like, checked out all your stuff, and I was like, oh, she's dope. Like, she's on Playboy, God. And she's, like,
aww,
you know, like, doing all this different stuff. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And so then I wrote your name down. Like, oh, one day I'll know her.
Oh,
because I wanted to reach out, because I was like, oh, maybe she'll do an interview with me, since she already wrote about yoni eggs, and I was like, maybe one day she'll do an interview. So I remembered you, and then I never like tried to talk to you or nothing. Mm-hmm. I just said that, and then someone one day was watching you on Periscope, and this is how we got connected. So someone was watching you on Periscope, and you said something about yoni eggs, and then they were like, oh, I'm a client of Tiffany Janay, and do you know her? And then you were like, no, but I'm always down. Like, you were really friendly, and you said something, and she's like, cool, well, I'll inbox you her information. You guys should know each other. Oh, and then she put us in a chat together.
Oh my God, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's so cool. That's the girl I wanted to meet.
She manifested that. Yeah. And that's what's beautiful. It's just that how God works. Like, that's nothing but divine intervention right there. Seriously.
Yeah. Okay, someone's all, I'm scared to put it in. Well, just put the tip in.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
That works every time.
Just the tip.
All right, so now I mean, like, what you said is like, oh, my presence makes you want to like do all these better things for you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I get that a lot, but I don't really be telling people what to do. Like, I just do myself.
Speak. You speak, and you speak what you believe, and you speak about your experiences. But when you're living your life you're not even living your life as an example. You're just living your life, but it then serves as an example for those who feel convicted when they look at you, when they know that that's like the same path they should be going on, you know. And that's what's inspiring. So it's like, I know I have my own path in my own way, but a lot of what you talk about definitely resonates with me, because I'm like, no, I feel that. Like, that feels natural to me. I feel that that's a similar way I should be living, you know. So I've just been like really tuning in and dialing into you this weekend, and like really listening and registering a lot. Like, I was laying in bed earlier meditating on a conversation we had in the car yesterday when we smoked, and I was like, damn, man, she really touched my life. Like, you know, I'm just sitting there in bed like, shit, she's right. And I did a ritual right after that where like I just like got that activated charcoal that I have there, and just like let it all go. And I was like, after today, like, I have to honor, like, when you talked about self-care yesterday in the car, I was like, damn, they hit me. Because doing what I do and doing as much as I do on my social media, just like going every day, sometimes I neglect my own like self-care. And you saying what you said about like taking that time and like switching from that programming and saying like my self-care is important, and also manifesting what you need for your self-care and keeping that mindset, I was like, damn, she hit my soul with that.
Yeah.
So I was like keeping it cool, you know? I didn't want it to be known.
I didn't even notice.
Yep. But I was like, damn, she hit my soul. So thank you. I appreciate you. Well, she's going to give me a reading right now because she's like shuffling these cards.
Yeah. So this is my first deck. My mom's been reading tarot my entire life, and I never got into it. It was just like, that's what my mom did. But I'm into crystals, and so I want to be able to do readings for people to help them understand more about which crystal they should get. So I got this deck, and I'm so fucking stoked because I just picked the first deck, and I didn't even read the reviews. I just got it based off of what felt right for me. And then when I got the cards, I was like, oh, I'm in love.
That's how it is when you get that deck that resonates with you. I'm telling you, I got 2. No,
Okay.
actually I have 3. But.
So I shuffled. Do you want me to shuffle more?
Yes.
All right, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Ooh, look at that popped out. Do you want it?
Yes. It popped out. We need it.
All right, and then you can choose your others. We'll just do 3. All right, which order did it come out? Like this? Bam. And bam. All right, let's show them what you got. You got the world in the past, Knight Cups in your present, and 3 of Wands in your future. So now we're going to look and see what this means.
I'm so excited. I love tarot. Like tarot readings, guys, are not the devil. They're not evil. It's simply cards that have predictions on them, and you can choose to believe it or you can choose not to believe it. But if it resonates with you, you better believe it.
Yeah.
But you can always change your future because you are the will of your own destiny.
Totally. Like, I don't think that these guys are telling anybody anything different than what you already know for yourself.
Yeah.
But most people like to get readings because it's like reassuring, you know? Like, come on, tell me what I'm thinking is going to be the right thing.
That's very true.
Okay, so the World card. The planet sign is Saturn, the crystal is clear quartz, and the chakra is all chakras represented. Again, this is your past. So success, celebration, completion. This cycle is coming to its end. And as Saturn suggests, you receive the rewards you have worked for. It's a time to celebrate, but the warning here is not to let indecision stop you from achieving well-earned success. This is already on point, huh?
Hell fucking yeah.
I was like, yes, okay. This is the moment for expansion, new people, and new opportunities, because although Saturn implies endings, every ending is a new beginning. So look for the potential of your next journey. As the wreath suggests, this journey is continuous, and the Fool is your next step. Now is the time to be content with your accomplishments, integrating all you have learned on this path. The world also shows the 4 elements, representing connection both to those people around you and the powers above you. It can show a yearning for spiritual knowledge and reaching for higher levels of understanding and self-development. Quartz crystal heals on the physical and spiritual levels, and meditating with your crystal now will help point to your next move. Your dreams will manifest, bringing happiness and fulfillment.
Yes.
So that was like the old cycle, right? Like where you were. And then you busted through that, because I know you did.
Right, because I'm here now.
Yeah.
Right.
But you have a whole different mindset, and you've been like seeking out a lot of new knowledge and stuff and things that grow you and expand. Like, you've been doing a lot of self-work and going deep within, like preserving your body and all that stuff, you know? Mm-hmm. Okay. The present is Knight of Cups. The crystal is Xyrion. The chakra is throat. You are doing well on your chosen path, but there is still more to do. You are or will be facing a fresh challenge or barrier on your path, but it is not insurmountable. You have the passion to succeed in your quest. Romance and love are shown here.
Don't get me geeked up.
Beware your contradictory nature. You are a passionate person and can be both sensitive and temperamental.
Yes.
Your throat chakra is your center of communication, and you will find things easier if you tell people how you feel. Zircon will give you the toughness you need to accomplish your goals. It also boosts personal magnetism and brings out the best in you.
Love it.
So far, what I get out of the progression is like that it was saying your past was you're about to like, okay, you're here, you've made it to where you have been working to get, and now you see that you could be successful at this, so step into it and be open and stay grounded no matter what happens. And then this is saying, like, okay, you're here now, but you haven't made it, so now you still have to, like, polish around your edges, you still have to stay on your stuff, you still gotta, like, challenge yourself and push past the blockages and the things that come up, and don't see them as like roadblocks, even if it feels bigger. Just see them as like challenges you can overcome.
Right, a part of the path.
Right. Okay, so here's your last one. 3 of Wands. The crystal is azurite and the chakra is solar plexus.
Oh, wow.
You are giving more than receiving. Be on the lookout for new adventures and opportunities, but don't jump in unprepared. Perhaps this is the time you need to take a step back before acting. Self-expression is very important to you now, and this is boosted by azurite. The solar plexus chakra is the is the energy hotspot that holds your creative energy. Place azurite crystal here to boost this creativity and prevent you being run down by your giving nature. You will be inspired and achieve more once you find balance between the physical and spiritual worlds. Damn, that's on point.
That's fucking on point, because like today when I was meditating, my hands were led to my solar plexus, and I felt like my solar plexus needs attention right now. And so for that card to read that, I'm like, shit, that's on point. Like, thank you. Oh my God, that reading is amazing.
You can bring in, because the solar plexus color's yellow, so you can bring in a lot of yellow, like wear some yellow clothes, get a yellow candle, and just like really focus on yellow.
Well, I shall do that in the coming months, because like the colors I've been resonating with are pink and green, which definitely correlate with my heart chakra. Totally. So I feel like maybe I'm done doing work there, and now it's time to get back to the solar plexus and really like show some love and attention, which makes sense because ever since I started like traveling and doing all these classes and stuff in sexuality, like my writing has kind of taken a back seat, and I've been missing it. Like, it's been making me kind of sad to know that I haven't written something that has made me proud. And so maybe this is the universe's way of saying it's your solar plexus. You need to focus on that creative energy. That spot needs a little attention.
But okay, true, not to take that away from you, but you've done other things within this time that's made you proud too, right?
Yeah, and I'm totally like not negating that at all.
Because I sounded like it.
No, totally not. Like, but it does disappoint me when I know that I'm not showing attention to something that I really do love and admonish.
Yeah.
Like, it's a form of expression that has always been like a safety net for me, right? Like a saving grace. But you know what? What I've been learning how to do is just be present with whatever I'm experiencing and knowing that I'm meant to be in that space in this very moment.
Right.
And when it's time for me to return to something else, then I will. So, not to make it seem like I'm not appreciative of the things that I'm experiencing now, because I totally am. Like, it's amazing being here with you. We're fucking in Denver.
You created a whole conference.
Oh my God.
Tayomi organized the conference for Exotica Erotica, and it's like one of the largest conferences in the adult sex industry. And she did it. She brought all these new speakers in, and everybody loved us.
And it made me so proud, because like that's the biggest thing I've ever organized, and I've organized a lot of things. So yeah, woo 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 woo. I can celebrate now. Like tonight, I'm going out with Misty Stone and CJ Strokes and like all these other people in the industry at a strip club, and we're just going to turn up and have a good time, because like it's the end of the conference, and I've been good. Like, I didn't go out like any day. I didn't. Like, I stayed in last night. I took an edible, went to bed.
So responsible.
Look, by the time like I smoked a J, which was some good shit, and then ate a quarter of a brownie that one of my fans gave me. Shouts out to my fans, man. I love y'all. Y'all hold me down.
Fucking hold us down and pick us up.
So like, I didn't want to like have this interview be fucked up, because I was like, I'm tired. Like, when it started hitting me, I was like, I need rest.
That's what happened?
Yep. Okay. So I was like, I need rest. Like, I can't move on like this. I want this interview to be dope. So, listen, you're probably like, well, why is she on Talking Sex if she's reading cards with crystals and shit? Like,
you want to take a picture of this real quick?
I do. I need to. She's on Talking Sex because I met her through a coalition that I am or was a part of, whatever. And it has everything to do with sexuality. And like, you know, Tiffany is very much rooted in the art of sacred sexuality with like a concentration in crystal work. And she is a healer. And like when I say she's a healer, I'm not just saying that arbitrarily, like she is. You know, she is a light worker. She is a person that has a deep understanding of how to use crystals for your well-being. And that is a spiritual practice. But she's amazing. And it also has an effect on your sex life. Like, Tiffany, you gotta tell them, I don't know if it's like patient, client privilege or whatever, but you gotta tell them something about like the work that you do in bringing women into awareness of the orgasm and all of that.
Well, I just work for the crystals, and
I love that.
yeah, I'm their ambassador, and they're just telling me what it is that they want, and they have bought me to like the sexual industry. My mom raised me with crystals, so from birth, literally, I've always had a crystal quartz around me. And when my mom started sending me away from the family, like for the first time to daycare and stuff like that, she would always send me with a crystal, and it was literally like, this is gonna watch you and protect you throughout the day. So over time, it has taken different shapes, and now it's in the shape of an egg. And I never intended to set out to like work with people in sexuality. I'm into like healthy living and like hippie shit, you know.
She's a hippie, y'all. Like, she literally lives in the jungle in Maui.
I live.
Well, okay, well she lives in Maui amongst plants. It's not exactly where you live. It's just like the general population. But look, I just gotta let you know, like, she's an island girl and she's so connected to the earth. And like, I cannot wait to spend time where she lives because I know it's gonna be magical.
Yeah. So, what was I talking about?
You were talking about the crystals and how you work for them. And
oh yeah, so I just like nature and like going to the root of things and spirituality and stuff like that. So, the crystals took shape of yoni eggs just when I was studying about my own feminine energy, and then eventually like people just started being interested in what I had to say and what I was doing, and then I just provided space for them to be there. And now I'm helping people like unblock blockages like with the work that I do with the crystals. And so it's really just the crystals, and I'm just a catalyst, and I just have an intention of, I hope that everybody has great sex and that people are doing what feels good for them and are whatever that means, and are using sex as a tool for pleasure and for healing and for creation. And if that's your thing, you know? And so that's the information that I give out. That's what the intent of the crystals are. I believe that a lot of what blocks people from having amazing, great sex and feeling free to do that is the sexual trauma and suppression and all of that and shame that has been stored in the womb, and it's manifesting in dis-ease, and it's making people uncomfortable. And so you're dealing with the discomfort on a regular basis, so it makes it challenging to be able to deal with the pleasure, to like welcome in the pleasure. And so my hope is that you can take these crystals and know that they're programmed to a really high frequency of purity, and bring them inside of your womb and let them shine so much positivity inside of that space that all of that darkness and that shit that's been sitting in your womb just festering and threatening your life, that it could just move out of the way, and then positive light comes through. But it's not just like the crystals are magical, like, oh, I put a crystal in and bam, I'm healed. Like, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
It does work in the instance of that it just is able to be influential on you, and to be like, I'm going to make a different decision, and when this thing confronts me this time, I'm going to respond this way instead of that way, or I'm going to go out and express myself, like initiate a conversation, or like you're going to do something, and then you also have the physical aspect you have to match with that too, of like, okay, I'm making the conscious decision to want to do something different with my emotions. But then in order to support me with that, I'm going to have my diet under control, because if I'm eating foods that can throw my moods off, then I'm not going to be able to, like, it's going to be more challenging. You're creating more challenges for yourself. So if you are able to get yourself to a space where you're feeling more pure, like mentally and emotionally and physically, you have to do the work to get to that point. And it's a constant journey. Like, I haven't reached the destination. I'm just reporting live from the journey. I'm on the path too, and the challenges just change, and you just got to get really good at the formula and just implement it so much that it just becomes like second nature, and you start elevating higher.
So we talked about using yoni eggs in sex, because you said it on Facebook now, they kind of flag yoni eggs as being like this sexual tool, right? But I could not even imagine what it's like to have sex with a yoni egg, because I've never had a partner that was like into doing something like that. But our conversation in the car the other day really enlightened me when you said, because my fear was, the egg may move too close to the cervix. And you said, no, it never even goes near the cervix. The penis just kind of like goes around it. Yeah. So can we talk and like...
In my experience.
Right, in your experience. But I do want to talk about your experience, because I don't think the average person even has an awareness of what the sensation would be like to have a yoni egg in and actually have penetrative sex. So let's talk about it.
So I like to suggest to the clients, like, to use the yoni egg and creating sex with it as an act of intimacy, right? So before you have sex, like the pre of it, take the time out to set up the room and the space and make it feel as comfortable and as luxurious and just like sensual as you can get it, which is candles and diffusing essential oils, whatever, incense. And then sit down with each other and face each other and eye to eye, and like really connect your energy. And then you take this crystal. So the crystals have their own energy and they have their own frequency that they're maintaining. And so you can align with that and be like, okay, we're dealing with prosperity within our family. We need money to be regularly flowing in. So, someone just got blizzards. That was smooth. Okay, so we need prosperity to be regularly coming into our family, and that's what we're working on. So we're going to take this green aventurine baby and we're going to charge it up with our goals, our intentions. And then the man can take the yoni egg and he dips it in some coconut oil. And then, and it's really good because the egg is a stone, and so it takes temperature. So you can like do temperature play with it too, if you nasty.
If you nasty.
They ain't though. They ain't.
I'm nasty. Let's do some temperature play, baby.
Okay, so you can like rub the egg all over your partner's body and like massage with it. I wish I had an egg. And
I got one in. I could just pop it out real
take
quick.
It out when she sees it. No. And you can like get the egg warm from rubbing it all over the body, or you can get like a cup of warm water or something, or a cup of ice water, and so then take it and like draw some paintings on that clit, like fucking Picasso on the clit.
Yes, sexy.
With the egg.
That like. You know what? It would be so amazing to experience that one day with a man that just knows. Like, he's in tune with the stones.
He just painted your fucking clit with a crystal. Like, you need to tell your homegirls that one day. Like, girl, what'd you do last night? Girl, he painted my clit with a crystal. Like, what? Where'd you meet him? I bet you Andre 3000 does that. If you're watching, call me.
Yo, I can think of a few rappers that I think would do that.
Drake?
Yo, let me tell you something. We are polar opposites when it comes to Drake. Look, I'm a Drake, musically Drake fan. Aubrey, I don't know. This chick, she in love all the way around. So she's like, Drake? Maybe. He's a Scorpio, but he's an October Scorpio.
He
so
totally paints pussies with crystals. A Scorpio, that's all I needed to know. Oh, he's definitely painting fucking clits with crystals.
He can paint my clit with crystals.
Drake would do that while crying. I don't give a fuck.
She going for Drake.
Aubrey, holla.
Holla. Toronto. Swinging.
Okay.
Oh,
anyways, back on topic.
Chill. Who are we talking about though?
Drake.
She got me in the middle of drinking coconut water. I'm gonna spit this shit out. We were talking about Drake.
Yeah.
Oh,
I bet you he listens to the show. And I just need to be honest, Drake.
Yep.
I'm
Spill
here
it
for you.
Go ahead. See your heart out.
I know that you said my name twice in your last album.
Yes, let me know.
And it's a subliminal message to let me know that you're gonna cruise through. And I just want to let you know that I'm here for that.
Some come
yes.
through.
I'm so happy.
Girl, you know we got things to do. Girl, you know we got things to do. So get your ass on the phone and come through.
Is that a Drake song?
Yes, it is.
I like when he says, she just want to smoke and fuck. I said, girl, that's all that we do.
That's all that we do.
Now you're talking my language.
Now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay,
Aubrey likes to do what I like to do. Don't say you like him now.
Hold on.
Don't be that honest.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I said I'm a Drake musically fan, but I had an experience when I met him a few years ago, and I just did not appreciate his attitude. So I would have to meet him again to change my opinion. And Scorpios, we are prone to hold grudges. So
are you a Scorpio?
I am.
I never asked you your sign before.
November 15th.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm voting day or something?
After, you know what? Speaking of voting day, I just want to say this. I don't even fuck on election night. It was still Titty Tuesday, and we put up titties, and I put up election titties. People were like, hoes gonna always hoe. I'm like, I gotta be a hoe?
Because you a hoe.
I'm like, I put my titties up and I'm a hoe.
That person has mommy issues.
They do, but you know what? I am a Scorpio through
and
through. We're gonna wish them blessings because we operate from the spirit of love. That's what we operate from. But shout out to Aubrey though. I'm a Drake fan. I'm a Drake fan.
Holla.
I've been a fan since Degrassi as far as the acting is concerned. But so far gone, can we bring that back, please? Aubrey, you said you would never change, and you changed. No shame.
Should have knew he didn't mean that. Nobody could say they're never going to change.
You know what? A conscious person will say they'll never change. Well, no, a conscious person will know that they will change. But a person who's, you don't think that you'll change. You are going to change. That's inevitable. But shout out to him, though, because I really do enjoy his work. I just want him to find love. So, Tiffany, I hope that you are the love. Tiffany, please.
That'd be so dope.
Change his life, man.
Drake would be so happy.
He will be happy because he'll be with a real one.
The realest.
He'll be with a real one.
The realest.
So, I'm just saying, Drake, you come from my sis, and I'm going to be... I'm going to be watching you.
And I'm older.
Oh yeah.
So I can be some cougar shit. That's so exciting. That is so exciting.
They had a cougar.
I made it to cougar stage.
They had a cougar
collar.
seminar though. Popped your collar.
Yes.
Yes.
Taomi flipped her fro today.
I did. I was like, yes.
She flossed on someone and she was like,
I did. But you know what though? Shout out to cougars because
that's me. Shouts
out to Tiffany. Shouts out to my best friend who likes going for 18-year-olds.
I'm like that. I'm just talking about Drake. He's 30.
He is. And how old are you?
37.
Oh, well, it's 7 years older. I
can teach you some things.
Look, you can... Look, Aubrey, hit up Tiffany Janay. Because you already checking for her. You already mentioned her name twice. Wait, what's your sign, though?
Libra.
Well,
but we're October's very own.
That's why I love Tiffany, because I love Libras. Me and Libras have such a deep connection. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because we're so close in the zodiac. Maybe that's what it is.
I mean, Libras are pretty cool.
No, you guys are awesome. I have at least either former friends or current friends that are Libras or lovers, and you all are amazing. Like,
you know what's funny is I don't really have any Libra friends.
Really?
We don't tend to kick it with each other. We're like,
that's interesting.
Doing something different. I'm gonna go back live on Facebook.
Okay. I know a lot of Libras who are musicians.
Really?
Interestingly enough, yeah. Like, I know at least 3. 3 musicians that are Libras. And I had a female friend once that was a Libra. And I have a female friend now who's a Libra. I mean, I just know so many Libras. Because you all are dope. Out. Yep. I'm Libra'd out.
I think Libras are dope, too. I know, like, I don't know, I can trust a certain something when someone's a Libra.
Yeah, and you know what? I just feel like Libras and Scorpios will always have connection because we are so close. So, you know, you and Drake can definitely do some things.
He knows it.
He knows it. You know, eventually it'll come around. I mean, look, you and I are sitting here together right now.
Mm-hmm. And I seen you on the same internet that I seen Drake. So the magic works, baby. It's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? Before Jake is about to be chopped and bopped.
Chopped and bopped.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. So
who's your crush?
Oh my God, I'm not
Big Sean.
You know, Big Sean is so little compared to me. You know, I love Big Sean though. Like, shout out to you, bro. Your album has been giving me inspiration. Like, your album has literally been keeping me focused. Like, I decided is the shit. I'm going to go see him in New York, April 11th. So I'm like,
I want to do that.
Oh my God.
Big Sean's song is my life anthem.
Which one?
I don't fuck with you.
You little stupid ass.
You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. That's my song.
No, Big Sean has hits though. He has anthems.
He does. And he has spirituality.
No. He said, I cut the fuck shit drama out my energy. Never focus on the inner me. Never on the inner me. I was like, oh shit.
He's deep.
You are, no, he had this song,
he has a life coach
Voices
too.
in My, does he?
Mm-hmm.
He has a song called Voices in My Head, and he's like, always remember that things slow down as soon as you stop. Notice it. And I'm like, damn, Big Sean, you're deep. Like, if you really sit and listen to his lyrics, like, he is spiritual, but a life coach is dope. Because I've had a life coach for like the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And it's the most amazing thing anyone can have for their life. Like, shouts out to Big Sean, though.
Big Sean. And all my family's from Detroit. I mean, in case you guys couldn't tell.
In case you couldn't tell, I'm from Detroit. I'm from Chi-Town. Chi-Town where I lay down. So it's Chi-Town, Chicago, and Detroit in the building right here, right now. Playboy Radio, powered by Dash.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in, you are looking at Tyomi Morgan and Tiffany Janay of Organic Blood, YoniX.com. We're having a conversation on talking sex right here on Playboy Radio, powered by Dash. It is such an amazing conversation. Like this is my sis right here. And this weekend in Denver at the Exotica Expo has definitely like helped us bond even closer.
Dude, what the fuck is up with the past though? I mean, in your hand. Is this your mic?
Oh, you know what? You can go ahead if you want. Like, wait, I swear to God, I'm like, I hate when people be holding on to the blunt and talking. I be like, bro, I know you high right now and I don't want to like mess up your moment. But you holding on to the smoke and it's just burning out. Like, it's just sitting there in the hand burning out.
You gotta speak up for yourself. You just can't take the piece like that. You just can't let stuff like that ride. Like, listen, I'm a nice person, but it's my hit, please. You gotta stand up for yourself, Tyomi, and don't be afraid.
Right on, sis. Right on, sis. Because I be conflicted. I be like, yo.
Should I know?
I don't want to be that person, but I really want to smoke.
You gotta speak up. If you don't, who will? That is what you gotta remember. If I don't ask for my hit, who will do it for me? Nobody.
Oh my God, like, if you are a 420-er, if you are a person that smokes weed, you know what the fuck we're talking about. Like, that person be sitting there holding the fucking weed.
So this one time, I was smoking, right? And the blunt's just burning. I don't smoke blunts ever.
I hate blunts. I only smoke with niggas.
Exactly. You know someone's a nigga if they got a blunt. Like, oh, okay. Where you from? I already know.
Brooklyn, West Side.
Talk more sex. Your audience is direct. Fuck that shit. Talk more sex.
We're just talking right now. And I'm going to tell you something.
And it ain't going to be about sex.
The thing about individuals who are sexually enlightened and like sexually expressive and positive, we're not talking sex all the time. You know, the thing that connects us is our sexuality because we are so open with each other. But there's so much more that we have to be connected about.
Like, we're smart too.
Smoke weed every day. You gotta dig up that comment every time you see it. People be like, damn, Tyoma, your voice deep as hell.
And my mom's on here and she said, thanks, I got a contact high.
Oh, what up, Mom? What's up, Mom? Hi. Yes, contact high for sure. So, okay, let's talk about it because we kind of touched on it earlier. We were talking about like manifesting things and like how just this whole union right here is manifestation. So for people who don't know what that means or what that's about, like, what is it about? Like, what do you mean manifest?
Okay, I don't know what manifest means to anybody else, so I'm just going to tell you what it means to me.
Mm-hmm.
What it means to me is that inside of my belly, I have a womb, which is really my own personal magic genie. And as long as I know how to talk and communicate with the magic genie, then I can really bring forth anything it is that I need and desire. And that magic genie consists of a lot of different things. It consists of my divine feminine power. It consists of my birthright. It consists of me aligning with the lineage of me that represents that I come from queens and empresses and goddesses. And it aligns with the Most High. It aligns with my astrological chart and imprint. And it aligns with just some feelings, you know? And so that's what manifestation means to me, is like figuring out how to fully align with all of those different bodies and be on purpose. And it begins with knowing yourself and having a clean enough vessel, which is like your temple, to be able to receive communication for things that are of the higher vibration, for it to be able to have the appropriate pathway to be able to deliver that information. And when you have beings of darker energy within inside of you, it's all good. Everything's a journey and everything's an experience, and you create your life. But when you are having those beings inside of you, then you deal with that heavier frequency. So you're dealing with sickness, you're dealing with instability in your moods, you're dealing with low frequency stuff and poverty, mind state things, all of those kind of stuff. That's all lower energy. And you're not dealing with manifestation and being at your highest and your best. So you have to put forth the effort to really align with your divine purpose.
So how do you create a being of high frequency? Like, what types of things should you be consuming physically and mentally and spiritually to be in that alignment?
Well, what I ate, I don't know, nobody else's remedy. Let's get that straight. I know what I did. I just ate sunlight and moonlight and dirt, which is like earth, you know? So if I'm a living being and I start to study my body and I know that I need certain minerals to survive. Why? Because my body is made up of those minerals, so I have to replenish in order to keep moving forward. My body is also made up of proteins and vitamins and a whole lot of other things, water and blood and all of that. So I need certain things within my body for it to function, and those things don't come from out of laboratories, and they don't come through processed foods, and they don't come through like dark stuff, you know? And so I go to the source, like I go to earth. So I purified my diet, I cleanse regularly, and I eat a lot of plants and stuff that's from the earth. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I feel that the natural way is the best way. And when we say of earth, like, does that mean animals too, or is it just like straight plant-based?
Well, I didn't eat animals. Like, I ate animals before, and I was really sick. with a lot of different reasons. I was really sick. And then I just stopped, and I loved eating animals. And then I stopped eating it and my life changed. But it wasn't just about eating the meat. Like, to me, it's not just like, I've gone through the different stages of diet and like exploring different levels of consciousness and connectivity and things, and like did some play with my own body to see what works and what doesn't work. And so it's not about a label and like, it has to be this way. But it does have to be the way of whatever you feel the right way is for whatever goals it is that you're trying to achieve. So it's not enough to be like, okay, if everybody says that in order to achieve this goal, I have to do this. And then I went to the doctor and they said I have high blood pressure and they said I have diabetes. And it sounds like I'm going to need to change my diet in order for me to do what, these goals are. So it's not okay in that instance to not make those changes and expect the results.
Right.
So you have to decide whatever it is that comes up for you. In my personal path, it was told to me that to accomplish the goals that I was looking to accomplish for myself, that I should take these particular things out of my diet and put these other particular things in. And it worked for me. But I'm not saying that that's the formula that is going to save humanity. I'm just saying that I tuned in with my own self, and that's what I got.
You tuned into self. And I think that that's the place that many people kind of circumvent when it comes to looking for what they're looking for. They don't look within. And I love that you're saying this is what I experienced. This was how I did things. This is not the end all be all, because we do have a lot of people out there who are like spiritual guides, and people take whatever they say as like gospel instead of realizing like they should take the information, but then like fine tune it to their own individual lives. So I like the way that you presented that information instead of it making it like a blanket truth.
Well, so here's the thing, like I smoke a lot of weed, and I would never ever put myself out there to be like, I got it all figured out, because I might forget what I said. And that's just the truth, And so I don't even consider myself a guide. Like, I never convince anybody. I don't care if you come or you don't come. I know where I'm going. So if you want to come along where I'm going, that's cool, but it's not because I guided you or persuaded you to come. And I'm just on my own thing and just giving back like, hey, this has been my process. If you get something out of it, cool. But this is what I've done. And I'm not telling you what to do. I don't have enough time to figure out somebody else's goals and to like really spend the time to tell you what you should be doing with your life. And that doesn't bring me peace and joy. Like, that's not how I want to spend my time. So I just like to put it out there like, hey, this is what I found when I went that way. But you should check in with everybody else too and see what works for you, what decision you want to make.
And I'm going to tell you something, like, we're here on Talking Sex with Tiffany Morgan on Playboy Radio, powered by Dash. We're also live right now on YouTube as we record the audio. But, there are some people that are saying, we thought you were going to talk about sex. And I got to tell you something, when it comes to your spirituality, your energy, and your health, it all has an effect on your sexuality. So if you don't have any type of spiritual walk, if you're not focusing on your health, if you're not focusing on your physical health, your mental health, and your spiritual health, your sex life will take a hit. There are many things that can suppress your sexual desire. And many of you out there that are experiencing bouts with sexual dysfunction, whether it's female sexual dysfunction or male sexual dysfunction, many of you are dealing with imbalances within your spiritual health and your mental health, and you're not focusing on that. And so it's fine for us to talk about how to get it in and how to pleasure yourself or how to pleasure your partner. That's cool. But there are times when we have to pull away from the pleasure-seeking aspect of sexuality and really focus on where's your health? Where are you mentally? Where are you spiritually? Because it all has an effect on your sexuality. You are an entire being that's made up of many systems, and your sexuality is just one. But when your other systems are compromised, your sexuality takes a hit because it's the lesser of them all. So please remember, you have to be in complete balance in order for your sex life to be where you want it to be. So yes, we are talking about being about what to put into your body to raise your vibrations, because if your vibrations are higher, your experiences can be higher. And why wouldn't you want to have a sexual experience that's going to take you higher than you've ever been? Like, whether you've ever been on any type of drug or not, or like, you know, a high, we've all been in a place in life where we felt complete happiness and like serenity. If you want to be on that space, in that area when it comes to your sex life, and you also got to focus on the physical and the spiritual. So we're talking about it with Tiffany Janay of Organic Blood and YoniEggs.com. And if you don't respect it, you don't got to listen to it. But for those of us who will be listening to this and hearing about it, you're going to be blessed. That's what my nigga Kelly blessed.
Too blessed to be stressed.
My nigga Kelly blessed.
I am too blessed to be stressed.
So, okay, we got to talk about the yoni eggs, because, like, the average person that hears me talk about you or a yoni egg, they're like, what is it? How do you use it? Is it going to slide out? Please talk about it, because this is your thing.
You know, I hope it does slide out. Because it's the best stories when someone's somewhere and they lay a crystal egg and they have to explain it to people. That's my favorite. Like, I don't know how anybody else was.
I laid a baby a few times when laughing.
You did?
Yes.
In front of other people?
But, you know, they couldn't
Wasn't
see
it awesome?
They couldn't see it. But I made it be known, like, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Because I'm having a baby.
Crystal.
Yes,
That's rad. I love it. What was your other question?
Just like about the yoni eggs, like, people think that putting something up their vagina is going to stretch them out. They think that the egg is going to get lost. They're scared of it. So I want you to really put these fears to bed.
I don't know if I'm the best person. Because sometimes your yoni egg gets lost and it comes out of your nose.
You're stupid. Don't fuck with these people. Be truthful. Be like, oh my God, so this girl on YouTube said.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Stupid.
Hashtag Tiffany Janay. No, so you have a cervix. So that seals off the womb. And even if you've had a hysterectomy, you're still sewed up. So the egg can only go out the same way that it came in. And sometimes it does get lost inside of you. It kind of finds like nooks and crannies for it to sit in. And it's energetically doing its work. So it's just part of the process. But it will always come out. You can make it come out. You can squat. You can squat and swirl. That's like your finger inside of you while you push. And you like look for the egg until you find it.
You know what? Every time I use the bathroom, it comes out.
I know, right?
Every time I sit down, if I laugh too hard, it comes out. Like, my yoni egg never gets lost. Like, I know exactly where it is.
Some people have all the luck.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I can sit with it for days, though. I've had it in for like 2 days and forgot it was there. I was like, oh shit, get out. It's time for a break. Too much energy.
It's so much energy. Have you ever had the orgasm from the yoni egg?
Yes.
You have? When the egg just starts vibrating?
Not that. I've had an orgasm with it in, though.
No, so you could focus on the vibration of the egg. My fluorite egg does it every time. But I've heard you could do it with the other eggs. But if you just focus on the energy of the egg and you put it in, it'll start to vibrate in such a way that you'll get like a vaginal internal orgasm from the egg.
I'm going to try that when I get
can
home.
do it. Probably, I bet you, the carnelian.
Yeah, I got to find that one. I think it's in my backpack. Look, I travel with these stones all the time, and sometimes I misplace them. Not even gonna lie.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah, but I feel like they be on a journey. Like, I want to be free, and I'm like,
they do.
I miss you.
They go out and like service other people. They make their way back to you.
I had a moonstone ring that my life coach bought me. I don't know where the fuck that thing disappeared to. So, and I had another stone I slept with, and it disappeared. Like, I don't know where it is now. But I feel like it's a purpose behind it. They'll come back to me eventually.
Yeah. We're
talking about gemstones, guys. If you've gotten lost in the conversation, yoni eggs are made out of gemstones. And, I wear gemstones on my wrist all the time. I carry gemstones. Yep.
Stay stoned.
And I wear moonstone in my unk on my chest. And I also carry... Oh, thank you. Got it from Sedona.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have a few stones that I carry with me in my wallet. Whenever I'm traveling, I have stones on me, and they come from the earth. They're natural. They vibrate with a certain energy, and if you tap into that energy, they can do all types of things. And so they also are healing for your sex life. Like, I gotta be honest. Earlier in our conversation, when I said that Tiffany was very influential in my healing, like, she sent me a rose quartz yoni egg, and she also gave me a carnelian. And after I decided to terminate my pregnancy, I used these eggs to heal my womb. And I remember I put that carnelian in when you gave it to me in Atlanta, and I was completely done with my cycle. But like, when I put it in a day after, I had some spotting, and I felt like that was my womb being activated to begin its healing. And ever since that moment, like, my cycles have been regular. Like, wow. I've had regular periods ever since then, and that's the first time in my life it's been like that. Cool. And I was like, damn, these eggs are the truth. And I used that egg for the longest time. And it also helped me with, like, articulation in my speech, because I do a lot of speaking, online and just, like, in person. And I was like, man, this is the truth.
Yeah.
So I believe in the power of stones.
That's
and,
awesome.
like, their healing powers and balancing hormones and all that good stuff. You gotta have balance. You gotta have balanced hormones in order for your sex life to be in balance too. So, yeah, I'm just overjoyed that you are growing, your business is expanding. Tell everybody about the new products that you have coming out, and just like what you have coming up and in store for anyone that wants to partake.
Yes, so we are in the process of creating a new experience for our clients and taking them to a new place and doing a new frequency. We've worked on activating your inner queen goddess, and so now we're just going to take it higher. So we'll have a launch coming soon where we'll announce more details, but in the meantime, you can go to yonieggs.com and be sure to put in your email address, and then you can get on my mailing list, and then you can get private DMs from me, like, let me slide in your inbox. My Facebook people keep falling over. Are you guys okay? Everybody still here? You all right?
They're like, we feel neglected.
Yeah, so yonieggs.com. We are having a sale right now to prepare for our rebranding. So if you go there, you can put in the code SACRED, and that'll give you 60% off of our Yoni eggs.
60% off.
Yeah.
But when will this code expire? Because this is also going on YouTube, and we want to make sure, like, people don't start being like, you said that code worked.
I don't have a date yet.
Okay, so
just don't get caught slipping.
Don't get caught slipping.
That's all I'm gonna say. If the code works, cool. If it don't,
it just don't.
Next
don't get
time
upset.
You gotta move a little faster.
Exactly. But yoni eggs are the truth. Like, they are instruments of healing. If you are a woman that experiences vaginal dryness, it can help with bringing moisture. They can help with toning and keeping your vaginal and pelvic muscles strong, which, a strong vagina is a good vagina. They also help.
A happy vagina, too.
Happy vagina. Because then you have more, like, control over your orgasms, and you can actually grip your partner's penis as he's stroking you.
And then when it throbs inside of you. Oh.
Lord Jesus.
Moment of silence for the penis throb.
Yes. A moment of silence, because it's so necessary. Like, when you are a woman that knows what it feels like when he's throbbing inside of you, oh my God. Ugh. And you can just stop his stroke, mid-stroke, with clenching of your walls. And this is what yoni eggs do. See, she said, yes, she knows what we're talking about. Shout out to you, Jasmine, because you know what we're talking about. And yoni eggs help with being able to have that type of control and sensation. Do not be afraid of these tools. Never. You guys put silicone and all types of other plastic materials up your vaginas when you use these vibrators and these rabbits, but you're scared of stones that come from the earth.
Why?
How, Sway?
Why?
How?
You ain't got all the answers.
You ain't got all the answers. So what I'm saying is, why trust something that's man-made and is plastic, and some of these products have been known to lead to cervical cancer, when you can use a natural product that has only been known to aid and guide your life properly. Invest in a yoni egg, and you get 60% off right now. Like, how can you beat that? YoniEggs.com. Use the code what is it?
Sacred.
Use the code SACRED on YoniEggs.com right now, and you get 60% off. Like, this is the cheapest these eggs will ever be. I'm just letting you know. And yeah, you can get eggs from a lot of places, but please trust and believe that if you're shopping at YoniEggs.com with this woman right here, Tiffany Janay, you're getting a product that also has her energy in it. Like, every single last thing that is about this egg, from the packaging to like what's on the packaging, it has a purpose and a divine energy, and she's the truth. That's all I'm going to say. So shop there. Shout out to her. Tiffany, it was a pleasure having you on.
It was great. This is like life goals to be on your show.
But it is like life goals.
Tayomi land.
It's Tayomi land. You know what? It's just great to like have a conversation with you and like vibe out. Like, this was amazing. This was dope.
Yeah,
I appreciate you for being on.
Yeah, and you still got the mic.
Oh, yeah, here you go. Yes, blessings at the end of this thing. So you are listening to Talking Sex with Tayomi. This was Tiffany Janay. It's Playboy Radio. Powered by Dash. Thank you for listening, and we will see you in the next episode. Deuces.
Night-night time.
Night-night.